I'm Abiola Jackson. This is the Entertainment News and Celebrity Gossip TV for Thursday, May the 15th. In entertainment news, DDG's brother loses his mind over DDG not being able to see his son, Halo, and having a temporary restraining order against it. Um, Dub is the one who basically was speaking on this. We'll hear what Dub has to say. He wasn't too much of a happy camper here. Uh, Dub was very upset and disturbed by all this. So we'll hear what Dub has to say. Just hold on, we'll get to that right
Yeah, y'all niggas, I'm being honest, bro. I'm gonna be honest, and I'm this gonna hurt my heart to say, and it's literally making me like hella emotional, bro. That's why my brother streams, bro. That's why my brother streams because he can't see Halo how he want to, bro. That's why y'all see my brother on stream until he goes to sleep, and it's kind of like low key fucking a nigga up, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Hello, child. I don't wanna be like emotional on camera type shit. But nigga, the reason why my brother is streaming so much, bro, and y'all see this nigga on there for hours, bro, is because that nigga called me and be like, bro, that shit hurt, bro.
now. Yes, so the brother is basically saying that DDG has to stream pretty much the whole day, and all hours until he's tired and ready to go to bed, so that he can get his mind off of not being able to see Halo. Because if he doesn't do that, it's going to affect him. It's going to affect his day. It's going to affect his productivity and everything. So yes, he needs something to. He needs like a void to fill, to basically get that out of his. Try to block that out of his mind temporarily. Because what happens? You don't do that. It basically eats away at you even more. So that's what the brother is saying. That's the reason why he has to stream all these hours. Can't because he can't see his son Halo. He's got to get that out of his mind just to so that he can focus and be productive and to do what he has to do. But like I said, he doesn't do that. He's not going to be productive, and it's gonna distract him even more. So that's why he does what he does. So we're going to continue with what Dub has to say. Let's continue with Dub.
They need both parents, bro. But them niggas is so this internet is killing me, bro. Them niggas so goddamn powerful, bro. Them two niggas is so powerful they don't need each other, bro. So it's just like, bro, you can manipulate any situation to be like, bro, it ain't nothing I can do, bro. It's nothing I can do to what if neither one of them can do nothing to each other because they both rich as fuck, famous as fuck, popular as fuck, and got the huge teams around them, bro. Man, I ain't crying, bro. I'm just tear. I'm just my eyes just getting watery. My eyes just getting watery. So all I'm saying is bro, when y'all see these clips, bro, because a relationship ain't work, bro. Listen to me, chat. Because a relationship ain't work is why my brother ain't seeing his son, bro. And I'm gonna be honest.
So he basically saying, like, because the relationship's not working the way Hallie wants it to work, is why Hallie's not allowing DDG to see Halo. That's basically what Dub's saying. That's basically what he's saying. Even though Hallie is saying otherwise, but that's what Dub is saying. Let's continue with what Dub's saying. That's DDG's brother. Let's continue.
Bro, you think my brother would listen? Let me say this, bro. Do you think that my fucking brother? Do you think that my brother would hit a fucking movie star? Do you think that my brother would beat a fucking movie star? Are y'all fucking serious? If they called the police, they're calling on the way. Come on, bro. Do you think that Hallie would hit my brother? This popular nigga. Do you think that they could be hitting each other, bro? No. Now, did they must have fussed and got into it? Maybe. Maybe. But bro, fuck all of that, bro. At the end of the day, baby mamas and baby daddies, that shit, it don't matter, bro. It's the kid. Y'all supposed to argue on text messages, fight online, and when that kid here, come get your kid.
Well, that's basically what Dub is saying. Do you think that he would hit a famous movie star? What do you think DDG would do that? That's basically what Dub is saying. So obviously he obviously doesn't believe these allegations against DDG. Basically, that's basically what I'm gathering. He doesn't believe them at all. He thinks it's BS basically. So we're gonna go out from that, and we're gonna go off to what Halle Bailey has done in regards to this situation with DDG. This is what she's done, folks. We're gonna go through this here. Basically, what she's done is, at this point, as you guys can see, she's put a restraining order against DDG. So we're gonna go over this. This is what she's done in detail. Shout out to Hot New Hip Hop for this. This is what they've done. So a court has granted Halle Bailey a temporary restraining order against DDG. So major tension is taking place between the two, as we all know. So this is the father of her child, DDG. Now, in court, there are multiple claims of alleged physical and verbal abuse. While speculating their relationship has already circulated for months, the content of the legal documents offer detailed accounts of Bailey's versions of the events following their breakup. So, Haley, as you know, filed both a restraining order and has sole custody of their son. She described a series of violent incidents that took place between January and March of this year. Now, it did begin as a loving relationship, but now it's got into a physical, legal dispute around serious accusations, contested events. So basically, how did this all come to light? How did this actually come about? So basically, she was granted temporary restraining order after submitting court documents describing several incidents of alleged abuse that has occurred after the period ended up under the relationship in 2024 last year. So ABC News, page 6, reported that the first alleged incident took place in January of this year when DDG visited Halle's home to pick up their son Halo. So according to the documents, Bailey has claimed that during their disagreements over visitation, DDG became verbally aggressive, allegedly shouting, saying, get out of my car, bleep. She also alleged that he physically assaulted her by pulling her hair, slamming her face into a steering wheel. She said that the incident left her physically, emotionally shaken. So she basically attempts to de-escalate the situation out of concern for the son's safety, but the encounter escalates further. She goes on to basically discuss here, and we discussed this the other day. They talked about she had a chipped tooth, so we showed you that yesterday when we did the breakdown of the situation. So she mentioned this in the documents as well. That was signs of alleged violence. She showed the documents pictures of her chipped tooth, saying DDG physically overpowered her while she was placing their son in the car seats. Some might argue that. Some might say that that's cap or BS. DDG's not that kind of person. But this is what it says from the documents, the court documents that Bailey filed. Now, again, he's claiming that he yanked her hair, slammed her face into a steering wheel with such force that one of her front teeth was chipped. So that's what she explains in the court documents of how her teeth got chipped. So she submitted photos to the court as part of the restraining order. Images allegedly depict a chipped front tooth, bruise on her arm. He says was sustained during the altercation. So, according to what she's saying, the chipped tooth became more than a cosmetic issue. Basically, she's claiming that as a reminder of what she claims she had gone through during her and DDG's post breakup interactions. So based off of that, the court granted temporary order based on the documentation provided. So the courts believed Haley's story. So it says here, Haley, why she filed without warning against DDG. So again, as we mentioned before, she claims DDG became physically violent in January. They came to pick up the son Halo, tried to start a conversation about setting up a visitation schedule, and then things went left after that. So basically, they're saying here, it goes on to say here, in her request, Bailey asked the courts to approve the restraining order without first notifying DDG, citing concerns that he might act out or leave the area with his son. So the courts agreed, issuing the order with stipulations, barring DDG from contacting Bailey or Halo either directly or indirectly. So the order required DDG to stay at least 100 yards away from both Halo, his son, and Hallieville, and it prohibits him from owning firearms. It does restrict DDG from using digital platforms to target or harass Bailey, which he alleges he has done in the past by speaking negatively about her to millions of followers, resulting in online backlash and harassment. So all that's against DDG. Now it does go on to say the court documents detail Bailey's emotional distress. So it says here that according to the documents, Bailey described a pattern of alleged emotional distress tied to her interactions with DDG. She claimed that after the January incident, she stayed in the car with him out of fear that her son's well-being. So upon arriving at DDG's home, she reportedly informed his family about what she said had happened and then left their child in their care. In subsequent filings, Bailey provides texts and additional photos that she claims corroborates her version of the events. One particular unsettling claim involved a March 2025 incident. Bailey alleging that DDG entered her home without permission, later texted her a photo of her bed with the message, "Now I know what you've been." Bailey interrupted the message as accusatory, implying she has been romantically involved with someone else. That's according to reports. So it does go on to say here, what are the restraining orders against DDG including? So it does include, this is issued by the LA court, legal bars DDG from making contact with Bailey, coming near her residence. It includes measures intended to protect their son from long-term custody arrangements remaining undermined at this time. So Bailey further alleges that DDG used his large online following to manipulate public perception and encourage harassment. So in other cited examples, she referred to a November 2024 live stream from which DDG appeared online with Halo. Without her knowledge, Bailey expressed that she was extremely upset over the live stream and had not given consent for the channel to be shown to millions of viewers. We did cover this one. We did cover this story. We covered this one last year, whereby DDG brought Halo live on a live stream without her permission. And that was the beginning of the end, where she basically punished him. She basically punished DDG for doing that by not allowing him to see Halo for a pretty long time. So we covered this part already. That was covered a few months back. We covered that story. So this is DDG. DDG is saying, and we covered this earlier. He's pretty much. He says, "I'm chilled." By the way, so he's not worried about it. So that's basically just the update here. Like I said, it's pretty unfortunate that it's pretty much come down to this. It's come down to a situation where DDG has a lot of restrictions, a lot of red tape against him, a whole bunch of red tape. You got to stay 100 yards away from his baby mother and his son. You can't get near near the house. Can't use any. He has restrictions on firearm restrictions. Um, you can't talk reckless on a live stream about Haley. It's crazy. A lot of restrictions. There's a lot of restrictions that he can't. That's preventing him from doing anything. So basically, DDG has his hands tied behind his back, and he can't. He's just in a uncompromising situation. That's probably the best way to put it. But I mean, at some point, it may not be now, but at some point, remember, this is a temporary restraining order. It's just temporary. It's not permanent. So at some point in time, he's gonna have to see. He's gonna have to, at some point, see his kids. At some point, sometime this year. I don't know, but not right now, obviously. But at some point, they gotta work something out. I don't know. This is messed up. It's similar to Kanye West. It's similar to Kanye West. Kanye can't see his kids. It's similar to the Kanye West situation where he can't see his kids. Kim's preventing him from seeing his kids. It's the same kind of situation. It's crazy. I don't know. I tell you, man. It's one of these tough, tricky situations. I mean, man, and it seems like it's getting messier and messier and messier by the day and by the minute. I don't know. I hope that, like I said, like I mentioned before, I hope that these two can, at some point or eventually, work things out and get things back in order. Because at least see eye to eye and just mend the fences and just be amicable. Having an amicable or friendly relationship at some point. Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing else to say about this. This is something. This is really something. I don't know. Man, I got nothing else to say on this. We just gotta see how all this plays out. Right now, it's not looking good for DDG. He's got his hands tied behind his back. You gotta see how this all plays out. When is she gonna? I mean, I know, like I said, I know there's a temporary restraining order. Can't see the kids. Can't see her. Got to see 100 yards away from them. So I guess the question is, when is he gonna see his kids? When is that restraining order gonna be lifted? That's the problem. When is that gonna be lifted? I mean, who knows? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This is something. I don't know. But anyway, just hit the like and subscribe button for more entertainment news, celebrity gossip TV. That's all I gotta say. Nothing else to say about this. This is one of these unfortunate situations that are taking place. We hope that at some point they come together and figure this out, because this is not good for the child, especially for the child. It's not good for the kid. The kid's got to see all this. This is not good. This is really bad, especially for the kid. It's not good for the kid. The kid's being affected by this. So this is not a good look at all. Not good for the kid at all. So I mean, at some point they gotta work things out, mend the fences, and try and figure this out, because it's affecting the child. That's the main thing. It's affecting the kid. That's all I gotta say. Until next time, peace out.